其实配的是很的书。
My dress for the Grand Galloping Gala. Oh, no. You can't wear this, old thing. You need a glamorous new outfit for the gala, and I'll make it. No trouble at all. It will be my pleasure. Oh, that's really sweet of you to offer, Rarity, but I can't let you do that. It would be so much work. This dress is fine. Twilight Sparkle. I insist on making you a new dress. But not another word. I won't take no for an answer. Well, in that case, thank you for your generosity, Rarity. Knowing your handiwork, I'm sure it will be absolutely beautiful. Let me guess, Applejack. You don't want a new gown either. Gown? Shoot, I was just gonna wear my old work goods. You can't possibly be serious, Applejack. You absolutely must wear formal attire. Nah. What if I just spruce up your for you a little bit? Okay, sure, why not? Since you're offering though, just don't make them too rude. Deal. Look out below! Sorry, new trick. Didn't quite work. Idea! I'll make you an outfit for the gala too, Rainbow Dash. Outfit for the
Julie's yeah, good. And last time, had extra. Get over here. He's like that on to Harney. I'm sure a bunch of them in here. What's the glitter in this forgiveness? What now? Forgiveness. I didn't know we had a 7th element. And that's Trixie's element. Yeah, I remember that in Honey Trixie. Like the topaz one.
Wow, yeah, they sure are something. Yes. But what's the matter? Don't you like them? They're very nice. They look plumb great because you worked so hard on them. Mine's just not as cool as that. I guess what we're all saying is that they're just not what we had in mind. Yeah. That's okay. You know, children, it's funny to know where that came from. They were only a first pass. You're my friends, and I want you to be 110% satisfied. Most of all,
Here, I need you guys a meal. Yes, a meal. She try this.
I want you to think they're absolutely perfect. Are you sure? I mean, we wouldn't want any problems. I insist. Well, in that case, thank you again, Mary. What have I gotten myself into? Hello? You wanted to see me, Mary? Fluttershy, your new gown's ready. I'm thinking about it, and I know you're going to love it. What do you think? I love it. Oh, you're just saying that. No, I do. It's nice. Nice. If you don't like it, you should just tell me. Oh, but I do like it. You like it or love it? Both? Which is it? Please stop asking me this. Well, just tell me what you really think. No, that's okay. Tell me. No, it's fine. Tell me. I like it. Me too. All right, since you really want to know. The oversized and the mini-arm doesn't go for Charlotte. The hands are clearly machine stitched. The pleats are uneven. The fabric looks like 12. Use of back stitch. The colorful top stitch. You need a traditional blanket stitch. And the over design is reminiscent of prêt-à-porter and not true French couture.
Oop. That was the best meal I've ever had. You do good cooking.
Now, the stars on my belt need to be technically accurate. Orion has 3 stars on his belt, not 4. Stitch by stitch, stitching it together. Deadline looms. Don't you know the client's always right? Even if my fabric choice was perfect, gotta get them all done by tonight.
Sean, you're cooking.
Until you see it in the
Yeah, again.
Bring them together. Don't you think like that would be more meat with some lollipops? Well, I think balloons. Well, one more change.
Again, you're cooking.
French haute couture, please. What are the brands? Galoshes. More balloons. I know just the right one. More candy. Oh, my candy. Oh, I know. Streamers. Streamers. Whose dress is this? Leave it in. What? Aren't you going to tell me to change something too? No, I just want my dress to be cool. You don't like the color? The color's fine. Just make it look cooler. You don't like the shape? The shape's fine. Just make the whole thing, cooler. It needs to be about 20% cooler. All we ever want is indecision. All we really like is what we know. Gotta balance style with adherence. Making sure we make a good appearance. Even if you simply have to fudge it, make sure that it stays within our budget. Got to overcome intimidation. Remember, it's all in the presentation.
Yes, bad news was it. The voting isn't going off what you mean. I'm telling you. If you really want to know, I have to go on Google, but Trump might win. I mean, all the elections on, I'm afraid. And I hate to tell you what might happen. But, no. It's not looking good. It doesn't look good for us. Doesn't look good, guys.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business. Complicated.
That's what they're talking about right now.
Thank you all. Thank you. It's so good to be here. I think we're at the point where we can say in only 3 days, Las Vegas and the whole state are going to make Donald J. Trump the next president of the United States.
No.
Now, we have some very special guests here, and of course, you guys are blessed not just to have a great guy at the top of the ticket and Donald J. Trump, but you're also blessed to have a great senator for the state of Nevada, Sam Brown. Thank you, Sam, for running, for doing this. We love you, man. I should say Sam will be a senator because unfortunately you guys have got one of the worst senators. A person who pretends to be a reasonable moderate. They always do that. But then she gets to Washington, she doesn't support Nevada values. You know who will support Nevada values is the great Sam Brown. Sam, thank you for everything you're doing, man. We are thrilled to be joined by Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony. Lieutenant Governor, thank you, man.
That's what the votes are. I don't like to hear that. You want Trump's got most votes and everything. As they're telling us. Sandy coming out now. She's scared too, though. I can't tell you why. Because of the votes and everything in particular. So, sweetie, yes, Mom. Did I tell you I was listening? Yeah, what's going on? Trump's getting lost with not that Trump that yeah, he's getting lost votes. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Can't believe he's getting lost votes with everyone who was running for president. Now it's kind of bad. This is not good. Phew. What's going on? Hyperlight Trump's winning the election. Yeah, so yeah, he might win the election. What are you doing up there anyways? I'm just watching, huh? Surprise to you.
The Avengers couldn't live with their own failure. And where did that bring them? Back to him.
It was an emotional day as Harry and Ginny Potter sent their youngest son, Albus Severus Potter, off on the Hogwarts Express for his very first year at Hogwarts. Harry had become the head of magical law enforcement at the Ministry of Magic, and Ginny was thriving as the editor of the sports section of the Daily Prophet. They were busy but proud parents. Alongside them, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger were also sending their daughter Rose on the train. Hermione had risen to the esteemed position of Minister for Magic, while Ron was managing Weasley's Wizard Wheezes in Diagon Alley, working alongside his brother George. Aboard the Hogwarts Express, Albus quickly struck up a friendship with Scorpius Malfoy, the son of Draco Malfoy, who had once been Harry's greatest foe. Scorpius's mother, Astoria, was also a lovely person. In a surprising twist, Albus was sorted into Slytherin, breaking the long-standing tradition of the Potter family being placed in Gryffindor. Scorpius was sorted into the same house, and they became close friends. Unfortunately, their years at Hogwarts weren't all smooth sailing. Both boys faced bullying, with Albus constantly struggling to live up to his parents' legacy, and Scorpius being taunted with rumours that he was the son of Lord Voldemort. As time went on, Albus and Harry began to drift apart. Harry, uncertain about how to reach out to his son, found it difficult to bridge the growing gap between them. Tragedy struck when Astoria fell ill and passed away from a terrible disease. This loss weighed heavily on Scorpius and affected their friendship. Then came the summer before Albus's 4th year. One day, Albus got into a heated argument with Harry. You see, he had been given Harry's old baby blanket, a bittersweet memento, and a love potion from Ron, which made things even more complicated. In the heat of the moment, Harry said something he would later regret. He angrily confessed that he sometimes wished Albus wasn't his son. The tension escalated, and Albus accidentally spilled the potion all over the blanket. Meanwhile, Harry was dealing with his own struggles. He came across a prototype of a more powerful time-turner, one that could actually change the past. This discovery brought him both hope and concern. At the same time, Harry's scar began to hurt again. sparking fears that Voldemort might be returning. Then Amos Diggory approached Harry, seeking his help to prevent the death of his son Cedric using the Time Turner. After overhearing Harry's refusal, Albus felt a spark of inspiration. He was determined to help Amos and prevent Cedric's tragic fate. Albus convinced Scorpius to join him on this daring adventure. Together, they devised a plan to escape from the Hogwarts Express and visit Amos. They teamed up with Delphi, Amos's niece, who had her own motives and knowledge about the Time Turner. Their plan took them to Hermione's office at the Ministry of Magic, where they aimed to steal the Time Turner, cleverly disguised with Polyjuice Potion. After the tragic death of Cedric Diggory, which occurred during the Triwizard Tournament alongside Harry, Albus and Scorpius decided to take matters into their own hands. They resolved to use the Time Turner to travel back to the first tournament challenge. In a bold move, the boys disguised themselves as Durmstrang students with the intent to sabotage Cedric and alter the outcome of the tournament to prevent his victory. However, their plan didn't go as expected. Instead of succeeding, their disguises led to unexpected consequences. Hermione became suspicious of Victor Krum, a Durmstrang student, and ended up choosing to go to the Yule Ball with Ron instead. This seemingly small change had significant implications. Ron never experienced the jealousy that was so fundamental to his relationship with Hermione, and as a result, they never married. Instead, Ron found himself falling in love with Padma Patil at the ball, while Hermione turned into a frustrated professor at Hogwarts. In this altered timeline, Albus was sorted into Gryffindor. Meanwhile, Harry is plagued by nightmares about Voldemort's return. During one of these troubling moments, the Centaur Bane warned Harry of a dark cloud surrounding Albus. Convinced that Scorpius was a threat to his son, Harry took drastic measures. He tried to separate the boys at Hogwarts and urged Headmistress Minerva McGonagall to keep a watchful eye on Albus using the Marauder's map.
When we listen, we are unconfined, free to travel the worlds inside our minds.
The interference caused a devastating rift between Albus and Scorpius. However, things changed when Albus managed to steal Harry's old invisibility cloak from his brother James. After reflecting and having a heartfelt conversation with Draco and Ginny, Harry began to relent. He realized that his fears had clouded his judgment. Albus and Scorpius decided to attempt using the Time Turner again, this time planning to humiliate Cedric during the second task of the Triwizard Tournament. Scorpius returned to the present only to discover that Albus was missing. To Scorpius's horror, Dolores Umbridge appeared and revealed that Harry was dead and Voldemort now ruled the wizarding world. Scorpius realized that his actions had terrible consequences. Cedric Diggory joined the Death Eaters and killed Neville Longbottom, preventing him from destroying Nagini, which led to Voldemort's victory in the Battle of Hogwarts.
God.
With Harry dead, Albus Potter never existed in this grim new timeline. Voldemort solidified his control, turning the Ministry of Magic into a ruthless dictatorship. In this alternate reality, Scorpius became head boy and a celebrated Quidditch star, yet he used his influence to help the staff torment Muggle-born students. The oppressive atmosphere at Hogwarts worsened with Umbridge as the new headmistress. She patrolled the school with Dementors and led the revived Inquisitorial Squad, commanded by Scorpius. The Ministry of Magic was under the tyrannical rule of a dark figure known only as the Augury, casting a shadow over the entire wizarding world. Desperate to fix the timeline, Scorpius sought help from alternate versions of Ron, Hermione, and Severus Snape. Together they hatched a plan to use the time turner and correct their mistakes. Scorpius felt a wave of relief as he reunited with Albus. Soon after, their parents, along with Ron and Hermione, discovered them. But the reunion was tense. Harry scolded Albus for his reckless choices. Despite the initial anger, a glimmer of reconciliation formed between Harry and Albus as they faced the reality of the situation together.
God.
Showing the dangers the time turner posed, Scorpius and Albus decided to destroy it. However, Delphi appeared, complicating their plans. Scorpius noticed Delphi's tattoo of an augury, triggering a chilling realization. She had led the Ministry of Magic in the alternate timeline they escaped. Delphi revealed her true intentions, taking the boys captive and killing a student. She confessed her plan to restore the Dark Timeline and its legacy. After Ron reported seeing Albus and Scorpius with Delphi, Harry and Draco confronted Amos Diggory. They were horrified to discover that Delphi had bewitched Amos into believing she was his niece. Delphi whisked the boys away to the final challenge of the Triwizard Tournament, trying to manipulate the events. However, Albus and Scorpius worked together to foil her plans. In a desperate move to escape, Delphi activated the time turner again, attempting to travel further back in time. She accidentally took the boys with her, destroying the time turner and leaving them stranded in an unknown time. While searching Delphi's room for clues, Harry, Draco, Ginny, Hermione and Ron found hidden writing on the walls. It revealed the shocking truth. Delphi was Voldemort's daughter, and a prophecy foretold his possible return.
God.
Albus and Scorpius discover they have been transported back to the night before Harry's parents were killed. They write an invisible message on Harry's baby blanket, knowing it will be stained with a love potion in the present, revealing the message, "Dad, help, Godric's Hollow." H1. Meanwhile, Draco reveals that the time turner they used is a prototype for a perfected model he owns. After Harry receives the boy's message, he and his allies decide to use Draco's time turner to travel back in time to save them and stop Delphi. The group deduces that Delphi's plan is to convince Voldemort to spare Harry, ensuring his survival. To distract Delphi, Harry magically disguises himself as Voldemort. After a tense struggle, the group manages to subdue her. Instead of killing Delphi, they decide to imprison her for life in Azkaban. Voldemort arrives unaware of Harry and the group, and they allow the murder of Harry's parents to unfold, fearing the repercussions of changing the past. Upon returning to the present, Delphi is sent to Azkaban. Albus and Scorpius resolve to be more active at Hogwarts. Scorpius expresses interest in trying out for the Slytherin Quidditch team and asks Rose to be his girlfriend. She declines but becomes friendlier towards him. Harry and Albus visit Cedric's grave, where Harry apologizes for his role in Cedric's death. This visit strengthens the bond between Harry and Albus, while Harry and Draco also mend their old enmity after working together to thwart Delphi's plot.
This is a scary story, but I'm scared too.